Shalom. This is Shalom from the Great Millstone, Atlanta camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. Okay, this lesson is titled, Through Faith, We Can See the Big Picture. All right. You ever heard somebody say, you got to look at the bigger picture? And that's all through what you can imagine the outcome of something being. But with this big picture of the kingdom, we can't even imagine how this is going to be, how it's going to look. All that we know is that we're going to be, when I say we, I'm talking about the Israelites as a whole. We're going to rule over the other nations. And everything is going to be in righteous order. Everything is going to be perfect. Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus, he's going to be ruling over everyone. He's going to be King of Kings, Lord of Lords. All right. The food is going to be perfect. It's not going to be like this poison we eat now. It's going to be real food. Everything's going to be at peace. All right. So, and of course, it's going to be a lot more to it than that. But right now, we can't see it. But we can see it through faith. All right. We understand that the Lord has something way better planned for us outside of once we make it out of this captivity. So I'm going to start with some scriptures, and I'm going to start with this Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse 3 and read down to 5. It says, and they're going, you know what? I'll just start from the top. This is one of my favorite scriptures, or chapters, I should say. And I'm just going to start from the top. It says, but the souls of the righteous are at the hands of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. Okay, so I mean, everywhere you go, everywhere you see as far as on the news or really anywhere on the planet, you'll see Israelite men and women being persecuted, being looked at as the lowest, just these heathens ruling over us. Everywhere you go, it doesn't matter if you could go to a all Israelite country, they're gonna be low. All right, and that was set up. First of all, it was set up through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because of our punishment. But he used the heathen to bring us low. Okay. But yeah, I mean, we look like we are punished in the sight of regular people on this planet, but we have hope that there's something better. There's a bigger picture. And those of us that's in the truth, our hope is immortality. We want to live forever. Now, just imagine this current world, how everything goes, how everything is. Would you want to live forever in this current world? How wicked this place is? Absolutely not. I'm going to continue. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 5. It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For Yahweh proven them and found them worthy for himself. All right. And those are the elect of the Most High. He has a remnant of those that's going to make it out of this ending of this world and into the kingdom. Lord's willing, I'm part of that number. We're not going to taste death. And even if you do pass away in these last times, in this truth, you're gonna come right back when Yahweh shall return. That's talked about in First Thessalonians. It says the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Okay, so really nothing can take us away from this truth, not even death, or take us away from the reward. You got Satan out there, trying his hardest to keep his kingdom afloat, and he's gonna do everything he can to make us look like the worst people on the planet. But in the end, we have the truth, and we are the prophets that the Lord set up. Okay, let me go to Romans. I'm gonna go through these pretty quick. Just something I wanted to bring out. Romans chapter 6 and verse 10. Salaki. Let me go down to verse 12. It says, "Let not your sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in the lust thereof." All right. We got to look outside of what we see. It's a lot of things that can get us caught up out here. And you got to look past that. Jake hope is to get a good paying job so he can buy a Hellcat, or scam enough people so he can make enough money to buy a track hog or something. That's just the mind frame of all people. That's an example, but it's true. And you got all people doing all kind of stuff just to make a living, and being even more wicked to live better than the average person. I'm gonna stay in Romans, but I want to get chapter 8, and let me go down to 12. It says, "So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High." Yeah, because we don't walk after the flesh; we walk after the spirit. All right, our mind is we're spiritually minded. We're literally out of our minds to think that something that we've never seen and that no one has a concrete proof of, that science can't prove, someone and something is going to come to earth and change everything and set everything in perfect order. And the men that you see at the bottom are going to be at the top, and the men that you see at the top are going to be they're not even going to be at the bottom, they're going to be under the bottom. All right, you really got to be out of your mind and that's not a bad thing. You looking at the bigger picture. All right. When some people may say, "Hey, you've been brainwashed." You damn right. You wash that filth away from your mind, away from your heart. Out of your body, out of your spirit. Now you're cleansed, where you can see the bigger picture. I'm gonna keep going. Let's go to Luke 21. I'm going to start at verse 33. It says, "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away." This is Yahweh Shah speaking. It says, "And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overwhelmed with suffering and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all that dwell on the face of the whole earth." Some people are gonna make it, some people aren't. Most people aren't gonna make it. Only a remnant is gonna is going to be saved out of this. So we stress about bills, because you're working your ass off, and not only are you working a full-time job and working overtime, but you got a little thing on the side, a gig where you make money. You got your little side hustles and all of that. That's what we have to do to survive, but we don't put too much into it. We know we have to make money, we have to pay bills, but if we lose something, oh well, we'll get it back in the kingdom. And it ain't like we're going to wait 20 and 10 and 15 years. No, we're going to see this real soon. All right. Let's go to Hebrews 11. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that's his name right there in the title. You got to believe that the Most High is. He is. That's his name. He exists, or he live. In the Hebrew, that's Yahweh. For those that can't get the name right. Look at the ancient Hebrew alphabet. Okay, and it says, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. All right, so you got to continue to seeking this truth. This knowledge, it really never ends. Even our elders and apostles are still learning. Like it's so much, the scriptures and this knowledge that the Lord has given us is so deep. You can't learn all of it in this lifetime. All right. Now, Great Millstone does have the 100% truth, but we say we have the 100% truth because everything that we speak as far as the scriptures and the breakdown is the truth. But as far as the knowledge of, different creations and, a lot of things that, how things were created by the Most High and all of this, that goes a long way. It goes a long way. A lot of this knowledge we just have to wait for the kingdom to receive. All right. And let me see. I wanted to get one more. Well, that's pretty much it. All right. So, hey, on this side, all we can do is, as a matter of fact, let me go to verse 1. All right. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So our faith is evidence of things that we can't see. When you tell someone about, or not tell someone, but when we out speaking or we out teaching at camp, and we telling people that, hey, this is going to happen. The Lord is going to come back. He's going to come back with wrath. Hey, you want to be on the good side and, on the right side and not on the left side of this truth. All right. You want to be as righteous as possible. People are not going to get it because they can't see that. They can't see that. All they can see is if you make, if you get approved for a $400,000 loan, you can buy a house. Or if you go spend this many years in school, you can get a good job. And a lot of that stuff it doesn't even come true. And everything that you get on this side, you can lose it instantly. But by us looking at this, looking for the bigger picture, using faith, we can see all these things. We can see, look at the left side of the screen. We can see men with spiritual powers. All right, taking down the enemy. Okay. Being able to heal people. Being able to create and control fire. Okay, and the scriptures speak on all of these things. All right, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I pray that this was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. Shalom to the elect.